President Trump said, "We beat ISIS." And now he's pulling our troops, out of Syria. He tweeted about it and he said, "Getting out of Syria was no surprise. I've been campaigning on it for years. 6 months ago, when I very publicly wanted to do it, I agreed to stay longer. Russia, Iran, Syria and others are the local enemy of ISIS. We were doing their work. Time to come home and rebuild." Walid Phares, Fox News national security analyst, is with us. There's lots of opposition to this, saying we're just sprung on at the last minute. Is it a good move or not?
Look, the president is the commander-in-chief of all armed forces. The administration decides where to deploy, where not to deploy, and when to pull the troops. But at this point in time, one has to raise the question, is it mission accomplished by destroying ISIS? Yes, ISIS was 80% destroyed. The problem is what happened after. We have not heard yet from the administration about the next scenario. Is everybody going to the negotiations? Is this a fact? Will ISIS be back? Will the Iranian militias take over? So the public has a lot of questions about the phase two. Phase one, yes, indeed, ISIS was mostly defeated.
Are we not just handing Syria to Russia?
More than that, if there is no other scenario, and that's very, very important question, if there is no phase B in the operation after having destroyed most of ISIS, and we leave, we had two scenarios we couldn't go back in history and understand that this is dangerous. First, Iraq, when we withdrew from Iraq without ensuring that there is a government that is anti-Iranian or containing Iran, look what happened. Iran is in control. It's like the American forces in World War II. They destroyed the Nazis and then go back home. You have to establish allies, and that's the point of concern. We need to hear from the administration what's phase two.
You sound like you are an advisor to the administration on foreign policy. You sound like you don't like this move, that you don't approve of this move, and you don't know why it's happened or where it's going. You're not happy with this.
To tell you the truth, first of all, I'm not an advisor to the administration. I was an advisor to the campaign. And of course, I support the administration general policy in the Middle East to contain Iran, go after ISIS. There's no question about that. But this move could be dangerous if we don't have an explanation about phase two, because we know the intentions of the Iranian regime. The Iranian regime now is thinking of linking Iran to Iraq, to Syria, and that is the last chapter for them. They have said it already in their media. The Russians as well will have a corridor running from Syria to Iran. So there are a lot of dangers if we don't have plan B after this decision.
Are we withdrawing our troops from Syria immediately, or is there a time frame involved here? I've not seen any reports on that. What do you know?
Sure, that's the question. I think that the administration, at any level of the administration, should come to the public and explain exactly what we are doing, when we are withdrawing, what would be the measures to protect all these communities. We're talking about the Kurds who fought with us, the Christians, the Arab Sunnis. We're talking also about a very important corridor linking Iran to the Mediterranean. And of course, we're talking about a new situation for Israel. So what is missing here is an explanation by the administration about what is going on the ground, if they can explain it.
Okay, Walid, thank you for joining us. I'm sure we'll see you again very soon, sir. Thank you very much indeed.
Yes, thank you.